In the forgotten corners of America, a quiet mystery waits to be uncovered, hidden beneath layers of dust, memory, and silence. This is a land where abandoned roads whisper stories of people who once lived, loved, and suddenly disappeared without explanation. In the fading glow of a dying sunset, the old town stands like a ghost, watching, listening, remembering. Every shattered window, every broken signboard carries the weight of a past that refuses to fade. Locals say the wind here moves differently, as if carrying voices that never found peace. Long before the town fell silent, it was alive with children's laughter, factory noise, and dreams that seemed unbreakable. But one single night changed everything, turning hope into dust and the future into a question no one dared to answer. The fire that consumed this place didn't just burn buildings, it burned the soul of the town itself. Eyewitnesses claimed they heard something unusual before the flames, an echo, a roar, or maybe a warning. Even today, no official report can explain how the fire spread so fast, so violently, and so precisely. Survivors speak in broken memories, afraid to recall a night that felt less like tragedy and more like an attack. One man remembers waking to a sound that felt alive, something he could feel in his bones. He ran into the darkness, but the darkness felt like it was running with him. A woman recalls seeing light in the sky, too bright for lightning, too silent for an explosion. To this day, she insists that the light was watching her, not illuminating anything else. The town's final moments were chaotic, sirens malfunctioned, radios died, and the sky turned a strange shade of red. Not a natural red, something deeper, something unnatural. After the fire, authorities sealed off the area, claiming it was unsafe, yet offering no clear explanation. Some believe the government knows more than it admits, hiding the truth behind official silence. But the truth has a habit of seeping through cracks, especially in places where history refuses to stay buried. Researchers who visited the town reported feeling watched, as if unseen eyes followed their every step. One investigator described the silence as too perfect, like nature itself was holding its breath. Strangely, animals avoid the area, no birds, no insects, not even stray dogs wander near. It's as if life itself fears whatever still lingers here. Some nights, distant lights are seen moving between empty houses, though no one lives there anymore. People who try to get closer say the lights vanish instantly, as if slipping into another dimension. Thermal cameras have captured heat signatures inside the abandoned homes, shapes that move like human figures. But when investigators enter the buildings, they find nothing but cold air and silence. The deeper you walk into the town, the more the air feels heavy, like a storm about to break. Yet the skies above remain clear, calm, and disturbingly still. Locals claim to hear footsteps behind them, even when they walk alone. Sometimes the footsteps stop the moment you turn around, other times, they come closer. In one recorded audio, a faint whisper can be heard saying, "Don't stay." No one knows who, or what, spoke those words. There are rumors that the fire was not an accident, but a failed attempt to destroy something far more dangerous. Something that survived the flames. After the fire, strange symbols were found carved into the remaining walls. Symbols no historian or linguist has been able to fully decipher. Some believe the markings were warnings left behind by the last residents. Others think they were messages, from something not human. In the center of the town lies an old well, sealed with thick metal plates. No one knows who sealed it, or why. Geologists analyzing the well reported magnetic anomalies that defy known science. Whatever is beneath the surface, it is powerful enough to disrupt signals and distort compasses. One researcher experienced hallucinations after staying near the well for too long. He described seeing shadows moving inside the ground. Several explorers refused to go near the well, claiming it feels alive, almost breathing. Others say they hear knocking sounds from deep below. Knocks that respond when you knock back. But the most chilling reports come from nighttime visitors. They claim to see figures standing in doorways, figures too tall, too thin, and unnaturally still. When approached, the figures fade like smoke, leaving the air icy cold. No footprints, no trace, nothing. Some witnesses believe the figures are echoes of the people who once lived here. Others believe they are something else, something that came after the fire. At the edge of the town, trees are twisted unnaturally, as if bent by hands instead of wind. Scientists cannot explain the pattern or the force needed to create such distortions. It is as though the forest itself is warning intruders to turn back. Old newspaper archives reveal that the town's decline started months before the fire. People reported missing pets, unexplained noises, and strange lights appearing near the hills. Officials dismissed these claims as superstition, calling them coincidences. But too many coincidences become patterns. And patterns often point toward hidden truths. The last mayor of the town kept a journal, found years later in the rubble. In the final entries, he wrote that something is coming, though he never clarified what. The last line of his diary ends abruptly, with the pen stroke smudged, as if he was interrupted. Some believe he tried to warn the world but ran out of time. Even today, the journal is locked away in a private archive, unavailable to the public. The few who have read it claim the warning was not about fire, but about a presence. A presence still felt in the empty streets today. Drones flown over the town capture unexplained shadows moving against the direction of the wind. In infrared footage, glowing shapes appear briefly, then disappear like fading stars. No expert has been able to provide a scientific explanation. At night, the temperature in the town drops far lower than surrounding areas. Thermometers malfunction, freezing as if touched by something unseen. Visitors often describe the sensation of being followed. The feeling intensifies the deeper they go, until fear becomes physically overwhelming. Some explorers turn back immediately, unable to shake the sense of invisible eyes watching. Others push forward, and regret it. One team reported hearing a loud hum rising from beneath the ground. The vibration grew stronger, shaking their equipment before suddenly stopping. They left the town instantly, refusing to ever return. Yet the town waits patiently, as if calling to those who seek hidden truths. A place frozen in time, untouched by nature yet claimed by something unknown. And the deeper you explore, the more the town feels like it's exploring you back. Questions grow louder than answers, echoing through the empty houses. The silence becomes a language of its own, cold, heavy, and full of warnings. Some mysteries are created by humans, but others exist long before we arrive. And this town feels like one of those ancient mysteries, waiting to be understood. But the truth may not be something we are meant to find. Sometimes the past stays hidden for a reason. Sometimes the silence itself is a message. And sometimes, the most dangerous thing you can do is ask one question too many. Yet curiosity pulls people back to this place again and again. A place where the air tastes old, like memories trapped in dust. A place where shadows feel heavier than darkness. A place where the past is not gone, simply waiting. And wherever a mystery waits, a story waits with it. This is not just a forgotten American town. This is a warning written across time itself, a reminder that some truths are too powerful, too dangerous, and too alive to stay buried.